I'm gonna get right quick straight to the point, man. I know a lot of y'all. I mean, y'all feeling some. Even after 2 months after X's video, y'all feeling some type of way, and I can only really feel for y'all, man. That how y'all connected to the music. For me, it's just like I done been through this in my life. All right, I got ups and downs. I done seen the worst. Being from Miami, I sound like a broken record too. I don't want to really like come across like that where it's like I don't care. But I mean, I would say that I'm stronger than most people out there. But for the people that aren't as strong, my condolences go to y'all, man. My heart goes to y'all. I know a lot of y'all have, when you listen to this music, for me, like I say, I have my certain artists that I feel that I'm attached to because I have so many experiences connected to their music, so they become a part of my life in a sense. So I can understand where a lot of y'all are coming from with Mac Miller. Mac Miller started when I was my first year of college, senior year, about 2010. And I understand that like he got you through those times where you graduated and you had prom, or it was your first girlfriend, or because a lot of y'all were younger, you probably were in middle school, you had your first girlfriend. Like I have a lot of songs from him. Like Kids is basically one of my favorite mixtape from him. My favorite is Macadelic. I think Macadelic when I was like in the midst of my college years, and I kind of just jammed it out every day. Had a little bit of hype music. I felt like Mac Miller was finding his sound. He was on, smoking a lot of weed. He was having a good time. He gave me those vibes that kind of what he had on this last album. The thing about this really sad to me is like no one just really knows what's going on in anybody's lives, right? I always tell y'all, man, like money isn't everything. Like it's really not, man. Like you just like grind, be a hustler, try to live the best life you can. But at the same time, don't be consumed by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because it's not everything, man. Like, you need other keys to have, a very healthy, successful life, man. And, with Mac Miller overdosing on drugs, whether or not it was spiked or not, we don't know the whole thing about it. Whether it was spiked, bad drugs, good drugs, any drugs, man. If you have to take drugs to get a temporary fix for the situation you're in, man, you need to talk to somebody, man. That's anybody. I always tell you, man, like if you find somebody that looks mad, don't try to like, I hate people that are kind of like snobby and grouchy, and you can see somebody struggling, and for a second you can't take a step back and like and be kind and passionate, what I'm saying, compassionate to people that need it, man. Like I understand some people are just straight bitches, but at the same time, sometimes you need to take a step back and like, damn, this man's having a bad day. Let me just back up off of him. Let me back up off of her, and let me see what's the situation right now, and let me see what's wrong, and let me be the bigger person right now. Because you get people like this, man. In all honesty, Mac Miller really probably just needed a hug. He had the whole Ariana Grande thing. His album just released. He was kind of explaining himself. I thought he found a moment of clarity, and we all really didn't even know, and we kind of just brushed it off to the side. And then, what I'm saying, Kanye said it best. People never get the flowers, but they can still smell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it big brother. Y'all know about that. But it's like, no one really... It's just sad how that works. And it's human nature, too. Like, I mean, it's something that we take for granted. Everybody does it. Not just one person. Everybody takes it for granted. And you got to think about this, man. Mac Miller had some great music. He was only 26 years old. Like, that's kind of crazy because he's like the same age as me. And I'm thinking about it from my standpoint. Like, I still haven't even seen, probably 80% of the stuff Mac Miller has seen in his life. And it's crazy, man. Like I always say, man, surround yourself with positivity. Have a good relationship with your family. If you don't, have a good relationship with a friend. Everybody needs a friend. Whether it's a dog, whether it's a person. You need somebody. Talk to somebody, man. If you're feeling some type of way, talk to somebody. If you can watch videos to make you feel better, do that. Stay away from the drugs, man. I don't know how to tell y'all. Look, I know depression is real life, but stay away from the drugs. Like the drugs is like, it's become an epidemic at this point, and it's like, it sucks, man. And it's not gonna be the last. Another thing too, man. I think anybody that's blaming Ariana for the cause of his death, like, that's uncalled for, man. Like, damn well they had their issues. not every relationship works out. Sometimes, it ends and it happens. It happens in every day. Everybody breaks up, everybody gets together. But I'm sure she didn't wish any ill harm against him. When they ended it, they might have ended it rough. Sometimes it takes a little time before they can actually talk again. They need a little bit more space before they can actually come together and, talk about it and become friends again. But I'm sure she hasn't spoken out yet because she is feeling some type of way, man. She's probably heartbroken, man. My heart goes out to her. And no matter what, yeah, she's married now, and I feel like even her fiance or her husband is also, in the same boat right now. No one wants anyone to die, no matter what. And he probably has condolences for Mac Miller's family as well. So for the people that's out there that's saying that it's Ariana's fault and she drove him to this crazy, sad, depressive side. Like, no, we don't need that, man. Like, that's not needed at all. And that's the one reason I hate Twitter, because it gives people the power to talk out their ass. Like, I know I'm not too good at these videos, but y'all always want to hear what I feel on it, and I know a lot of y'all are not as strong as me. That's the reality of it. For me, like, I've been through this in my lifetime. I'm from an area that's not, it's a place that you don't want to go to. So if you need anything, man, if there's one thing I can do, I can brighten your day up by watching my videos. I'm glad I do reply, man. I talk to y'all. I see a lot of y'all. It brightens your day up. I'm glad I can at least provide that, 10 to 15 to 20 minute, that temporary fix for y'all. I'm saying? I'm friends with all y'all to a certain degree. I'm connected to all y'all. So, just keep your head up, man. Rest in peace, Mac. And guys, just live life to the fullest, man. That's all I'm saying. Live life to the fullest. Whatever you do, have no regrets. Stay healthy. Be smart. And whatever you do, man, I always said, even when I said in the X video, the only thing you can do really now, I mean, this may suck to say, but you can't really dwell on it. You got to move forward. You got to pick your head up, and you got to keep going. Because as selfish as this sounds, you still have your life to live. So just live through Mac. Enjoy his music. Enjoy everything he's given us. And continue to create. Continue to work hard. Continue to grind. Continue to inspire. And just keep it moving, man. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. Because there's no such thing as good advice. Like, no such thing as good advice. Because everyone is going to cope with it differently. Just be safe out there too. Some people are really, really emotional. All right. So I just want y'all to be safe. The ones that's living, we got to live on. Play my favorite song from Mac Miller. And then I'm gonna end the video like that.
Morning after my lungs hurt, eat your pussy just to show you how my tongue works. It's funny how we fuck but fell in love first.